We're back with an Instagram live. And first thing to do is to pick up my charger lead with my foot and laugh about it. Hey, welcome. So good to see everyone. So good to see everyone. I need to just get... I need to get Tove on somehow. Anyway, welcome. We're going to do some laughter. Oops. We're going to do some laughter with Tove before I wreck the joint. We'll do some laughter with Tove. If you don't know who Tove is, she's one of only 2 UK master trainers, but she's also the only master trainer who works directly with Madame Kataria, the founder, and she's the one and only in Ireland. And it's so exciting when we hop on with Tove. If you want to request joining, that would be amazing, Tove, whilst I let everybody in. So, make sure you've got your water handy because it's going to be fun. She's there somewhere in the Ethernet. Hey! How are you, lovely? How are you?
It is so good. Today, Sarah and I were both on Dr. Kataria's International Laughter Yoga 2.0 training, and she was sharing a really important story, which I'm sure she will share with you as you meet her later. But it's about resilience, and I just love that you were able to tell Dr. Kataria directly, Sarah. So what a wonderful thing, and thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. I always feel that it's really important to tell people what an impact that laughter yoga has on life, and I've been honoured to receive that in abundance from people who have laughed with me, but not just that, for myself. And I kind of thought, in this Instagram live, besides doing some fun laughter exercises, which I think we should do like a little bit of the seaside theme, because that was fun today, right? In our training session, because we continue to learn as laughter yoga professionals. We have to continue to learn to keep our knowledge fresh and our ideas flowing. So it just doesn't stop. And I think that's the good thing about it. I mean, sometimes some practices are like, okay, this is what you learn and that's it. Yeah. But like BSL, why would you'd only learn what you need to learn? But with this, it's like you're learning all the time on the job as well. So I adore it because it's always fresh, isn't it? It's always continuous. Yeah. So yeah, I thought we'd do some fun exercises like we were learning today, and chat about why we came into laughter yoga. Yeah. Why we became laughter yoga professionals, and the impact it's made on us. Because then that's like our stories of empowering and sharing, isn't it? Exactly. And I think that's very important.
While we're talking, I see Alietta has joined. She's a teacher from Italy, and it's wonderful. Ciao, Alietta. Alietta is she again. You know what we do very often, Sarah, is as we go into telling our story, we often pair our lifestyle with how we show up in the laughter yoga community, because laughter yoga is in 120 countries, and there's all sorts of different people that are involved in the movement. Alieta is very proudly vegan. And so she really promotes loving kindness to creatures, to people. And so that's where she'll often be at vegan festivals doing laughter yoga. And I just love that. It's that heart of sincerity, isn't it? Where we really care about the community where we serve, and it is a reflection of who we are. So yes, our stories matter to others as well because they might resonate.
Absolutely, resonate is the word, isn't it? And people often share about personal things actually after a laughter yoga session. Have you found that they feel like they really know you? It's such a lovely, like a real close connection, and that's what Madame Katari was saying today. Is how close people become when they laugh together. And as we're coming up to, we're in Children's Mental Health Week. Can I just share a little story about one of the clients who came online during the pandemic? I've been sharing this a little bit lately. Now, this person was a busy mom, and she was a dentist part-time. She had little tiny children. I think they were about 3 and 5 at that time. And things were quite tough for her. She was not only juggling the job and the children, but also, her partner at the time. It was really, really tough time for her. And she got into this angry stage at the children. She just wanted them to go to bed, right? Nothing else, maybe read a little story, but that was it. She just wanted to go to bed for her to relax. She was tired, worn out. And she came to laughter yoga because she felt that she had no laughter in her life, because she was tired and didn't, quite low, I guess, and really struggling with stress. So she kept coming to the laughter yoga sessions, and then she shared with me that she had started to do laughter yoga with her children. And this was really bonding for her and the children. And she decided to do not only laughter exercises, but play with them, which play is one of the activities we do anyway, right? Yeah. In laughter yoga sessions. And she really bonded much better with her children. But do you know what? The relationship, it was struggling. And she had the confidence to go back to her homeland, which was Mexico, have some time out with her children, with her parents, rethink, and she came back and they rekindled, which is an incredible story because it could have been very different. So that is a really lovely story of two folds, as she had confidence, but also she nourished the relationship with her children. And they are still doing laughter yoga and play at bedtime. Now you think that would wind them up? Well, actually, no, it relaxes them. They can go to bed happy.
Yes, I love that. On that note, I think, as Dr. Kataria always says, we don't want to, we're not all about talking. We're also about showing and doing. And so this is what we do with laughter yoga. We can now, for the next few moments, invite you, if you're watching this now or on the replay, to bring out your inner child and do some of the things that children like to do. For example,
I like this one that you were doing earlier.
I mean, that's a classic, right? You tuck your thumb, you twiddle your hair, it's fantastic. And there is no greater sound more beautiful than the sound of children laughing. Very, very good. Very good. Yay!
And if you have some bubbles, do you like bubbles? Comment if you like the bubble machines and things like that. You can dip your bubble in. Dip a bubble wand. Give it a twirl.
Catch the bubble.
And pop the bubbles. Pop the bubbles. Pop, 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 pop.
try and catch the bubble and make it giant up with another one. Ooh! Pass the bubble.
Can you see that?
Let's enter the world of the bubble.
Around.
Hey, exactly. Be inside the bubble. Just go down the river inside the bubble.
Where's the exit inside the bubble? And then you get the cheesecake, right? If you haven't laughed for a little while, or you've done a lot of laughing.
This is one of the reasons that we do these games, is that we know that there's this cardiovascular benefit to doing laughter, to the action of laughter yoga, that there's this physical action, but it also offers the mental relief. As you start to get more playful, I mean, imagining how quickly we escalated that sequence of playing and getting creative. And if you're at work and you feel like things are a bit stagnant, being playful like this helps you across, difficult targets. If you're not meeting sales targets, it helps you with conflict resolution at work, so there are so many applications. We started with the story of the mother wanting to, get some rest from her kids. I had a great kid that was in a club of mine, Sarah, and at first I thought he was going to be just one of those delights, those kids that are just going to love laughter yoga and just be the star of the show. Yeah. And he was very much like that, but then he suddenly withdrew and became very attached to his mom. Later, as the games evolved, he felt safer to come out of his shell again. And it just touched me that he started to reintegrate in the session. But you know what his mother told me later, next club, that he was using laughter yoga with other kids to help them connect. This is when we know laughter yoga is making a difference. When people pick up on the lesson and can instantly share it with others.
That's it. Yeah. And I've heard about that. I mean, I know somebody, Relax Kids, and she does a few laughter yoga exercises with them, because she knows the benefits of it. So she's using it in the Relax Kids session. So it can go into any kind of sectors, can't it?
Beautiful.
I mean, my dream is to have it in after school clubs. And I think we do have a leader who is thinking about doing that. Am I right? In the next training in February. So, but that's only in one area. I mean, how many schools have we got?
Exactly. How many?
So there's a lot of work to do out there. There's a lot of work to do. If you deliver sessions in after school clubs, do let me know. Drop me a line and let me know, because I'll be really interested to chat with you about how it works and how you got into it, because children are the way forward. If we can do that for this next generation, that would be an incredible gift to them. But we need to give our gift for us to carry on, no we? We need to survive. Remember, my dad is 94 and he doesn't know anything about laughter yoga, really. He doesn't kind of understand the logic. And I was chatting to him the other day, and all he kept saying was, "Oh yeah, there's been a lot of comedians around. Oh yeah, I used to know a lot of comedians, Sarah." And I'm like, "You think I'm a comedian?" I can't even remember one joke. But that's what people think is, like, if you're a laughter expert, that you can tell lots of jokes, and we don't rely on those at all. I don't know a joke. I can't remember one.
But here's what here's what's really special about laughter yoga is that, you know, the laughter that you get from a joke only lasts a few seconds and then it's over. With laughter yoga, we can extend this laughter practice for as long as we can play, which means that we get actual physiological and psychological benefits far and above, you know, what you could get from going to a comedy show. And we know there's a nature of comedy that is a little bit deconstructing. We're laughing at things, at situations, at people. And there's a degree in which that place is hurtful. Whereas with laughter yoga, everybody gets to laugh. Nobody needs to have a joke, and we all get to play simultaneously. I really love it. You know, when I was in Italy, they were singing some songs that I didn't know, obviously. They were in Italian. And the one woman, when I went to join the table where they were singing and they were being so wonderful, and I said to her, I don't know the words. And she said, well, sing it in gibberish. Brilliant. So again, we have this ability with laughter yoga to create an international, universal connection.
Exactly. And let me just fill people in who don't know what gibberish is. So gibberish is a way of expressing in a language that nobody knows at all, right? So it could be like a 2-word syllable thing. So it could be blah, 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 blah. But if I was using hand signals and facial expressions, then you might get the gist of what I'm doing, what I'm saying, right? So blah 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 blah. Do you like that? Let's just make some breakfast. So that's what gibberish is. It's any kind of language that's not recognized at all. And this is a really amazing way of releasing inner feelings, isn't it? And there are so many exercises that we can do. And maybe you don't know this is part of a laughter yoga session, but we've been advised to bring it more and more into laughter yoga now. I feel like you've got to judge the participants. We have this ability to judge people really well. We've got a lot of emotional intelligence when we've trained in laughter yoga, and it increases the more sessions we do. So you may feel like not quite with that group, but maybe with this one. I've done some confidence boosting sessions, and you have to do gibberish with those because it's a really good way of just quickly releasing those worries before they present. It's incredible. I love gibberish. Do you? Shall we just have a little conversation with you in gibberish? And maybe people can do a little bit of gibberish with us, all right? Because if we do it together, it's kind of a little bit easier, isn't it?
Very.
Porque las abongas always have some ways of sambo, sí, or kisam.
Baba Damba Dimbi, Koshan Kalan, and Ziggy Ziggy.
Ziggy, aber ehrlich, ich sag so hui,
I was a visita. Oh, Apa pupa beziki wang dang dang da fahashada. So what we do with gibberish, it's actually a really good way to just help people to improve their communication skills, because with communication, one of the key elements is to listen, how well you're listening. And you would have picked up there, as Sarah and I were sharing in that gibberish conversation, we were picking up on the last word other person said, not knowing when the last words would be. So you really have to listen and then find a way to interpret it and, repeat some of the gestures. It's so creative. We talk about confidence, communication. We talk about personal growth and happiness. We talk about physical, mental, emotional well-being. There are so many applications to laughter yoga. We are so excited because we have a leader training that's coming up in just a few days' time, another one in May. And we also love, in addition to teaching gibberish and to teaching the history of laughter yoga and what its applications, we know that of the 4 elements of joy, to sing, to dance, to play, and to laugh, dancing in the Bollywood laughter dance, this is just fantastic. Yeah.
And having 400 people in front of me doing that at Happy Place Festival, I can tell you that people do love it.
And it's a chance to move your body, let go of the stress, and just get playful. That's our strong invitation. We recognize that there's a lot of stress out there. There's so much uncertainty. And if you are curious about what can you do to just up your level of joy again, to get more playful in your life, and to bring back a sense of hope and spontaneity and creativity, then laughter yoga is something we invite you to try.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're curious about coming to a session, just do message me. I've actually got an online session on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. If anybody wants to try it, feel free to DM me and I will send you the Zoom link. But yeah, our training, and it is quite full actually. We've got 7 people now. We've only got 1 or 2 more spaces left. It's getting very, very full for February, but we can still squeeze people in. If you want to be squeezed out of your comfort zone, we can squeeze you. Whoa! So it's the 21st, 22nd, right?
Yeah,
Friday, Saturday of
Friday.
February. If you're interested, I will be putting the link in the comments in here
Brilliant.
as well.
Good to see you, Sarah.
I'm so looking forward to it. I can't tell you. It's like, people know how they feel after laughter yoga, and I went to this networking photo shoot today and found out that 2 people had experienced laughter yoga, which is quite strange for like a group of 10 women. 2 people had experienced it. One was 8 years ago.
Wow.
8 years ago. And she said, I just remember the release that I felt. She may even be watching this, perhaps not. She may, and I said, please, can I video you talking to me about it? So I am going to be putting that on Instagram this week. Brilliant. And she remembered the release that she felt, and I think that's true for everybody who's experienced laughter yoga. Is they remember how they felt. But why would you just do that once? If you felt that good.
Our mood is everything. Everything is referenced through how we feel. So we feel better, feel joyful, feel better about it all, right at the face of where the problem is, right at the face of where your crisis, your heartache, your grief, your rage, your anger, confusion, all of that. Come on, find the way to just go, I can just laugh it off. I love it.
How many words, how many letters? I've just got to count on my fingers. Yeah, the 5-letter word that the majority of people say is light. They feel light after a laughter yoga session, and that's how much stress they've relieved.
Yeah,
that is it. So if you struggle with sleep, laughter yoga is really good. If you struggle with overwhelm, if you have ADHD, we can switch your brain off with laughter yoga. If you aren't physically active, you can still participate in laughter yoga. which is incredible because I can't run for a toffee, but I can do laughter yoga and it works my heart. So yeah, it's there was I have to share as well about immunity, right? Because not many people know about the immune system and laughter yoga, do they? Drop me a comment if you get poorly very easily, because I was about to go to a 2-day laughter yoga course, right? It was a few years ago now, and I felt that, that headache that comes on and like the sinus hurts before a cold. So I went to the teacher and I said, I really want to do this, because I was observing. I was on the observer side. So I really want to do this, but I do feel like I've got a bit of a cold. She said, stay away from everybody, but you can observe. And I was like, I feel really rough, actually. Like no paracetamol or anything. But after day one, loads of laughter, felt a lot better. And then the second day, right at the end, I was like, I'm sure I had a cold at the beginning of yesterday. And it had gone because we're boosting our natural killer cells and T cells throughout the lymphatic system with laughter.
Yeah.
So if that doesn't prove that laughter yoga helps your immune system, I don't know what would.
Yeah.
We do, you still get some viruses, obviously, but you can definitely boost your immune system a lot quicker.
Yeah. It's a wonderful practice. It's a wonderful, wonderful modality. Thank you so much for watching us on this live. If you were watching it right now in real time or at a time in the future. And we really just want to remind you that the laughter was always there inside you. It's about connecting to it. So we don't make you laugh. We only help you to connect to your own laughter. So I hope that resonates with you, and we just say thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Breathe in, laugh out. Yay, very good. Very good.
Very good.
Yay!
Very good. Very good.
And if somebody says very good to you, you know exactly what to do right now. Thank you for joining. I
Thank you.
will put a link to the training
Yes.
if you're interested, if it resonates with you. We'll pop it in the comments
Lots of
below. Thank you so much, Tove, and I can't wait
love.
to see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.